however long live stream of this. Just me looking at this screen. You can't even see me. I could just not talk, just have this on the screen. Okay, let's do this. Options. Options. Yes, I want those. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with English. Okay. Oh. Here we go. But which one shall we do? Obviously, we're doing this one. Yeah, first one's first. First Turnabout. Well, alright, let's get going. Oh, well, I have to pick it. Yeah, let's do this. That looks bad. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Okay, find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay, so clearly bad guy. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. I said 9:40. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Am I nervous? Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, my glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Really? Yeah. Butts. His name is Butts. Oh my gosh. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid of death. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. The first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Just Larry Butts. Let's get the court record really quick. Okay. Okay, okay. Nothing important here. Our school has a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, that's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom, number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry... I'm sorry, what? Larry Butts? He's guilty. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Sorry, let me do that right. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Well, it's clearly Maya Fey, or me, not Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. And what a butt he has. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I read the case report. It's... wait. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank on her. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're after this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. It's right. Who is the victim of this case? Is it block or stone? I actually don't remember. It's stone, okay. Cindy block, like cinder block, that's so clever. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? Blunt weapon to the head, it looked like. She died because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object, or strangled. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure, you dingus. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. A statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during this trial. That evidence could be the only ammunition you have in court. Certainly not any for a gun. Bang, bang. Use the R1 button to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Butts. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Harry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together, like Romeo and Juliet, like Cleopatra and Mark Antony. They all die. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyways? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be important. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. I could be a sugar daddy. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from... Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing her. That question is irrelevant to the case. One moment. I'm getting a phone call and I don't know who from. Sorry about that, my brother was getting a call from the doctor, and, you know, that's important. Anyways, that question is relevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog, I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused. I believe the motive of the accused is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not good looking. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, don't you? Is that correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes! Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please do tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Oh, yeah, okay, maybe before. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Ha 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 ha, gotcha, sucker. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right there. Larry, why didn't you just tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Yeah, you can. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your... Blackout record added to the court. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination, Cross-examination, Your Honor? Right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies, in the testimony of the witness. Just kidding. And I already found one lie. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. I know exactly where it is. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions to the court records and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Present it and rub it in the witness's face. Like the big man-child he is, dummy dumbhead. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button. Then point out the contradictions in the testimony. I already know what the answer is. time of death.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy reports. The report notes the time of death was somewhere after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowitz, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I was prepared. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay. I know where this is going, I bet. Because the time of the blackout. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying it. Saying the time when I taped the program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I already got this. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. I've got this one.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Yeah. So how'd you hear the TV? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Yes, I do. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowitz? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowitz. This was before iPhones, by the way. This game came out in 2001. Before, like, big cell phone things and all that. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. He's wearing a toupee, right? My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowitz. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? Guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I actually didn't hear the time, saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yes, the murder weapon.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. How is it supposed to be objections in your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. Or, sorry, Phoenix Attorney, Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright, Ace Phoenix Attorney, Wright, Ace. Just answer the question, Mr. Sowitz. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne? As witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it. It says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apology. I see. So the murder weapon is a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You weren't inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I'll prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowit, the sound must have left a quite impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice is burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Yeah, that ugly mug. Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock... No, I heard... No. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Doesn't sound like a very innocent man. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Oh, Jesus, writing this. I better think this through carefully. Your Honor, the sound is definitely coming from the clock. In fact, try sounding clock. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I wish the court to listen very carefully. I think it's... Well, he's the thinker after all. Sorry, I'm not reading this, and I probably should. It's a strange way to introduce the time. He's the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours. This clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. That's right. How am I supposed to prove that? I was so close, Mr. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. It means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. Treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. I almost had him too. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wait, did I actually lose? Not so fast, Mr. Sawitz. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. No, it's not. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure it out and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court's record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. I did say it would come in handy later, and here we go. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. here, and the next 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow; it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when it struck her dead, her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? That was good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested, has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, I think this is an open and shut case at this point. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. I did it. I saved the butts. And with that, this court is adjourned. That was pretty easy. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He poses as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people are out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there! Why did I give you this voice suddenly? Congratulations! Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over, dude. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait. No, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, he's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. You're practically... I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, was this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna cry? Don't that make you wanna cry? Sob. Larry, are you sure? Excuse me? I think she, thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Phoenix? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she on about? It has to be this. Take that! Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? It's the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. That is... yeah. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully if you realize things change depending on how you look at them. Yeah, like my attorney's badge. Cindy's autopsy report, statue, passport, blackout record. I think I used all 3 of these. Actually, maybe all 4. I used the blackout record. No, I didn't. But it still could have been important. People, too, never really know if our clients are innocent or guilty. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me about that sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me in the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya." I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry, the one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Ooh, should I end the stream here? Because I think this is a good place to end the stream. I feel like this is a good place to end the stream, you know, like, wait, what? What does that mean? What? A brand new episode has been added. What? No. I didn't mean to click it. Save? Yes, save the progress. How many save slots? Okay. Saving. And that's where we're going to end the stream today, folks. Because we don't know what's going on. You guys don't know. I may have seen people play this game, but I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to say anything. You guys will just have to wait until... Oh, let's see. When's the next day I'm streaming Phoenix Wright? Oh, there it is. So, yeah. Because we've got the whole month planned out for streams. The next day for Phoenix Wright is... Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So you guys are going to have to wait... I almost said 6 to 8 days. Right? Yeah, 8 days. However, tomorrow we come in with some Crash Bandicoot. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. And may your heart be your guiding key.